Let's tab over into the game. Cool. Story. Okay, you can start new games. Pick up from last time. That's where we want to be.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers.
So we got our first shard last time. This also appeared.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Oh, and we were gonna upgrade this, yeah.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
I think we went for the secret tonics. Maybe. Oh no, we went for the memorial.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The Gravers, the arm of justice, they seemed unstoppable.
And we picked that up. And then we did some upgrades, I feel like. Yeah.
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. And that's a strong spine.
And
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
And then we were going to use these two. And
a pair of slinger pistols is just the ticket if a hammer's too slow.
Cool.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothus Lagoon, even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Apparently there's an ankle gator here, which makes me think
gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. They move quick and quiet.
Oh, okay, and we can crit. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm still bad at fighting those ones because I don't block in time. Not having bullet scatter there is really nice. Hey Nemo, how's it going?
Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
We're gonna sit here for a minute and take on this plant. Yeah, we can't hit two. Going good? Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. It's fun running Stasha with you. I never know which ways I'm meant to go and which ways I'm not.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
Okay, this is where we started. So is there something down here then? There is.
These beasts, they don't like company.
Hey, we did it. This game is gorgeous. It really is. Like, I forgot how much I enjoyed just the general vibe of this game as well when I started playing it. Oh god.
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
Okay, countering those does a lot of damage. Cool, let's heal.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed.
Oh hey, I completed a thing.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist.
I mean, I kind of wanted the healing items, which is why I went
Can't
that way.
fight Queen Anne without the proper tools.
Oh, I got a
Russians
new
use their
weapon.
pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Oh my god, I'm getting hit by everything. Love this music. Let's heal up.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps.
Yeah, I've got the stabby weapon now. Yeah, that's probably the way we want to go, so we should go this way first. Hey, Dumper.
Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Pretend I didn't just run through poison. Hey mage, long time no see indeed. It's only been what? A few minutes?
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the queen's running out of options.
Damn it, I didn't counter in time. There we go.
Still no sign of the shard.
Okay, we really need some way to heal. Yeah, how are you enjoying Final
The
Fantasy
closer you
14?
get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Health. Oh, sweet, sweet.
Can't get hasty in a place like
sweet, sweet health, and then I fall off the edge. I'm so good at this game. Let's step up here.
that old gator's right on his tail.
Jam into this music though. And yeah, you'll get the hang of 14.
Bad idea to walk in gator grass. Queenie
Yeah, I
must have
wasn't
scared
planning
a
on
bunch of
walking.
peckers out of hiding. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
Uh-oh, hang on. Koga, something pointy for the pipe upgrade. Yeah, of course. I'm always down to run dungeons. Oh, come on, I wasn't in the grass. I mean, I clearly was, but... Oh, we're back at the
Wanna
beginning.
know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view.
Yeah, we grabbed it.
They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Okay, we can get 2 hits in.
She's starting to get annoyed.
She's sped up now.
And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Let's just take these out as well. Oh, we can't get back out there. Never mind then. Let's go.
Done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
There's a mailbox.
Still no mail. Go figure.
Oh.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Okay, let's upgrade the tonics next.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
So we've got falling malt, which reduces damage from falling. And if we fall on foes, it does double damage. Ooh, black rye is extra tonic capacity. Life wine is like a... yeah. Moxie and Monster Hunter. That is a lot of booze. We're gonna go for black rye. Extra black
Black
tonic
rye is
sounds
like
good.
hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
Okay, let's go pike and musket. Scrap cell.
Want to keep the wilds at bay? Pack yourself a musket and a pike.
And then we can throw it. I'm assuming that's a hold B to throw type thing. Let's go
To
for
fix
crit
a
chance.
brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
We've also got this.
The slingers. The wilds were their calling.
Which is some extra. Lost and found pike vault. Kinda want that. Oh, I kinda want the ankle gator egg as well. And I want everything in here basically. Let's grab pike vault. And the ankle gator egg.
That gator's a crazy gal. So's the gal who promised to look after her. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Forge us. Okay, there's
The next
gonna
shard
be...
should be farther
Yeah.
out there in the wilds.
We're gonna try this, thingy.
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylonia's brushers practice at Camp Dauncey. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike.
Activate all
It's
switches.
a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Donsey. They said they made you weak.
Can't even dodge roll. Oh, nice. We got a thing. Okay, so we need to take that one out so that we can come over here. Take that one out. Which means we can take that one out.
The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork. Just your brains and your pike.
Is there a switch over here, maybe? Yeah.
Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment.
Hey, we got another upgrade material at least. We did the brushes, nice. 90 seconds, so 130. 130 is doable now that I know what I'm doing. Let's try it.
The brushers were Ceylandia's field agents, and their training was harsh.
Let's go this way, because it's the only way we can go.
You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could.
Okay. Excited for Hades on PS5? Hell yeah.
One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters.
Please target the one I want, thank you. And there's a switch over here.
Did alright at Camp Donsey. You got to go to the wild.
Got second prize. Which is another upgrade material. 60 seconds, that figures. You're not sure you remember much? I'd say it's definitely worth replaying. I really enjoy all of Supergiant's games.
You can see why the brushers prize those pikes of theirs.
I can indeed. Memorial.
The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Don't want that thing leaving
Crypto.
your hands until you decide it's time.
That's an upgrade for the repeater. God, we could just do. We could either have super reload or a massive chamber. But we can have draw speed or target penetration. Damage or reload. Probably go faster reload on that? I don't know. Let's go for the next level though. There are also channel point redemptions if you want to choose my loadout at any point. Or a part of my loadout. And if you want to make the game harder for me, you have to pay
became
me.
the richest city in the world. 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Ooh, we've got a new weapon. An Army carbine.
Kid might as well pick up
The worst one you have.
Blam. Just like my fighting days.
Okay.
Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
And we can power shot with it as well. Cool. My worst weapon is probably the bow.
Point Lemaine seemed better days.
Not because
for
it's
sure.
the least upgraded, but I'm just bad with it. You know what? I have my spear. I need to not forget that.
Whole place shudders in a
Okay.
fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Ow.
The grand rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
Again, I'm really vibing with the music at the minute. It's so good. Yeah, I'll use the bow on the next one. I'll let you choose the upgrades for it as well.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Well, there's a new boss in town. Oh, that explodes. Okay. Hey Moo, what other weapon would you like me to use? Mage has already picked the bow for me.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that.
But you can get stuff from these sets. Damn it. Considering Boa is probably going to be pissed. Oh my god, why do you hate me?
Ceylon
Can't block
lost
him.
many good men on the rail.
Can't block. There we go.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Ah,
What if we get an idol in the mix too?
Of course, the Grand
Oh my God,
Rails
Matt.
seen much more fighting in bygone times.
okay, right. For the
Near
next,
on 50 years ago,
next level,
first shots
I'll
fired in the Ura-Ceylonian War.
I'll just show you all the weapons so that you can decide. We have the Army Carbine. Currently has no upgrades. Pike has an upgrade. The pistols exist. The bow's my worst one, which is what Mage chose. We can definitely get an idol in the mix as well. I'll let you pick that once we get back to the Bastion. Okay.
It was right here that Zulf's forefathers decided to mix it up.
Hey Jaunty, how's it going?
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
I'm so bad at taking hits from those birds.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
I want to see if there's anything over here. Not really. Okay.
Not much wiggle room up there near the rail.
Got the shard.
Well, the
though.
rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever
Okay, but what if
tried
it...
dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While peggers trying to flick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Can confirm it's not fun. Well, not the most fun, at least.
Then, at last, it's the end of the line. Should have seen him tiptoe around those swamp weeds in his way.
Okay, we did it. We got through.
Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him.
Ow.
The kid never got the message.
Oh no! Restart area. Right back to the beginning because I died.
History and sweat so much as this. Point Lemaine.
Starting again.
If the wild could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is
Oh my
nothing
God.
but a freak show.
Can you fucking stop?
The Army's
Oh,
triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Let's try this all
Might as well
again.
pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
Those things are what killed me at the end, I think. Oh, there's stuff over here that I didn't realise.
Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail
can't kill
of
those
Point
yet.
Maine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
Made it past the first auto-scroller.
Lunkheads settled in like they owned the place.
Okay.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that. Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Okay. We're getting through it a bit faster now that we know the level.
Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Ceylonian War. It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
Okay. Should be doing a little bit better this time.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
If this charged faster, I'd like it better as a weapon.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered armored carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While Pecker's trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
army carbine upgrades.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the railway station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you.
This sounds like a boss fight.
At first, he thinks it's Zulf.
Uh-oh.
Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words the kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia.
A memento, a letter addressed to Zia. It appears to be written by Zulf, who must have found another survivor to deliver the message. Maybe Zulf taught Zia enough of their native language to be able to read this. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Okay.
Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
We've got a ceramic stock pot as well.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
Okay. Let's put them on... Oh, can we do anything?
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all
there's
goes
another
to his head.
thing here. Next stop, who knows where.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
What a useless note, Zulf. I know, right?
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia.
So this is her backstory, and we learned about it by defeating these monsters.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
I don't think I've ever done these before, so I'm intrigued to
There
try
were
them.
refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. mama passed away from birth and complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers.
Yeah,
For
maybe
your
he
own
did,
good,
and
he said.
he didn't tell us.
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
You know what, we're gonna go back to the Bastion. We can do the rest of that later. But I want to get some weapon upgrades before we do. Besides, we've got a shard to...
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
What we're gonna do, because Matt so generously donated, is we're gonna unlock the shrine.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Think the gods are gonna help?
We have 5 options for gods that you can choose. We have Foes shall have vengeance in the throes of defeat, which is Akobi. We have Pith, which is Foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike. Jevel, which is Foes shall gain resilience to physical harm. Garmuth, which is Foes shall deflect attacks on a whim. And Misia, which is Foes shall regenerate from any injury. Which would you like? Meanwhile, I'll go and get our set up. Which weapon did you want, Moo? Repeater? I know, Mage chose the bow, which is the one I'm worst at. Dueling pistols. Okay. Go for dancing shot. Regen, keep me moving fast. Okay.
Even our lightest ranged weapons
Yep.
are not to be taken lightly.
Reflect would be horrible with this, so thank you for not choosing that.
Messiah.
Okay, let's have a look at tonics. We're gonna go for,
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
go for that. Let's check upgrades. Have we done anything here? No, okay. Bullets cause knockback or speed while aiming. I want aiming speed. We don't have enough for this, but bullet scatter eliminated is nice. Cool, we'll run with this for now then.
The shards
like
are
a
getting
cool
harder to
repeater.
find.
got the Proving Ground, which is the repeater thing, or the Culford Cauldron. Let's go.
Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why, Culford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time.
It's already showing us where we need to go and where we need to get back to.
The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago.
Oh, that's explosive. Okay.
They say
You're really
it
gonna
filled the
make me fight
skies
these
with
things
ash
with ranged
and the lakes
weapons.
with molten rock.
I suppose I do have poison.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
God, the bow takes so long to charge. We're going to be playing this level extremely slowly. I don't get the feeling that something's going to trap me in there.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. Best to keep out of the cauldron.
I didn't do that. Well, I did, clearly. Just die. God, the regen is horrible for wallflowers. Actually, poison's really good against that regen, though. This is the only level I could really do with this new.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron.
It's giving me fire bellows. I'm gonna swap back to them.
Interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell
Oh
right
god,
to
it's
my
taken away my repeaters. No. I'll swap back to the repeaters when it gives me an armory, I promise. Pure betrayal, I know.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
The game is being nice? What, by taking away the weapon I'm actually good with? Yeah, that's being nice, sure.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Fucking die. It wants me to be well versed in all weapons. I feel like for the bow I need to get the faster draw speed upgrade. There we go, hit the bomb.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
This is a fucking rude combination. Fucking hell.
The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Okay. This is gonna be freaking rough.
The taste of air is so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Although it did just give me 2 health tonics, so it's got a little bit easier. We're gonna take this level really slow. She says, just running through all the poison plants. Oh, fuck you. I hate those ones so much.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. You can cook those things, but you can't eat them.
I'm just gonna tank the damage and get...
Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash.
Okay, the armory's over here.
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Cool.
The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on.
That bit was definitely designed for use with the flamethrower.
After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames,
Just gonna heal.
we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity.
Here's the shard. Are you ready for the run back with all these little fuckers?
We had to have it.
What?
As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Survived. Yeah, it really is.
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare.
Wrong weapon.
And where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
Good news is, I can take them out with the poison bow pretty well.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him, though.
This is an entire valid strategy, I don't know what you mean. Nothing that way. That'll be
With
this.
a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
We did it!
But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
I did it with all your challenges. And I didn't die.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Yeah, I did get a bit scorched. It's fine.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
A couple more upgrades left. We've got the forge. Which I think we're gonna go.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Got the army carbine.
Best not let them get too close if you only got a bow and a carbine.
Oh, 2400. Okay, so bow.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
We're gonna upgrade the bow to be that. But we're going to use... let's use the war machete and that's the fire bellows. Upgrade the slash. Yeah, we've just got a flamethrower now. Oh, someone's in there. I like the black tonic capacity. Let's go back to
Red
Dreadrun.
wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight. They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they
Burp.
could see us now.
Okay. We did the Lost Mementos one.
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
Health regen wasn't too bad in the end, but I've turned it off. We're going to take a break. I'm going to see you in a few minutes. But we're going to carry on playing this. We're going to do the next level, so I'll be right back. Hello. I have returned. Yeah, really though, the game, every time I have a thought like that, the game narrates it. And I'm like, how dare you? But also that's funny, so... Yeah, this is how we're doing so far. There's still one more thing to build, I think. Let's go though.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
Oh, I want to try the Proving Grounds as well. Thank you, Nemo.
Caelandia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles. Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Caelandian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit.
Can't shield.
The kid ain't bad, but the Triggers were better.
30 seconds is going to be first prize, I reckon. 35 seconds. Oh, that's doable. Okay. Ooh, foe with a single power shot from an extreme range. Nice. Okay, we're going to retry that because we can do 35 seconds.
If you want to master the art of the firearm, then the place to go is Trigger Hill.
We've just got to be a bit slower on... Well, like, we don't draw as far on shots like that. Like, we only need that much scoping, and that's going to save us time. Unless I miss like that. Oh, come on. Okay, these ones... We're going to restart this.
I had to keep moving to avoid getting burned.
Going to restart, and we're going to not shoot from the hip on those ones. But every shot we take that's not quite fully zoomed is going to save us so much time. Yeah, this is it.
Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Trigger blades. Hell yeah. Got a new skill.
The Caelandian army would have recruited him in a flash.
And we did a thing.
The Triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew. We could have a fine old cookout with that stuff. Too bad that's not the plan.
I want to look at the Fire Bellows one as well.
Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings east of Caelandia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with peckers. Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around, until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. Peckers were willing to fight tooth and nail for all that trash.
Okay, I feel like I need to upgrade the thing to do that one really well. What do we get? First prize? Yeah. 60 or more to get second prize. Got something foul though. Let's go for an upgrade on this.
You'd almost think those peckers like getting cooked. At least it won't get cold round here with that thing around. On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin. Without an insulated air intake, that thing's liable to blow up on you.
Let's go. We have no range, actually. Give me a sec. We'll take the pike instead.
Stick 'em and cook 'em, or the other way around. Makes no difference.
Pretend I didn't fall off that.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan the mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
Playing this game without being able to see
Good
is
thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. It's a delicate situation.
Yeah, don't fall off. It's not a great idea. God, even the jumping attack does nothing against them. Okay.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find.
God,
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. But they ain't yet prepared for any company. They even dragged their children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Okay, I can't really use that tonic anyway. It'll give me a little bit of experience.
There's only one
Galleon
kind of mercy
mortar
left these days.
Oh my god, okay.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
Yeah, we're gonna use the mortar for a bit. Mortar's like extreme long range weapon.
Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
I want to get around there to get the tanks.
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast.
Ow. Rude.
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
The only thing with that is you've got to stand very still to use it.
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things.
What if I do that?
That's the way.
Tangling gets me extra experience, I'll have you know.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
I think that means we can change the music here now.
A pike and a galley and a mortar. Now Now that's some terror from the high seas. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression. That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape.
One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that.
Oof. I have to get stabs in for the name.
Until it's done. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
I'll try out the mortar here.
Celandia's armada was a glorious
What does the
sight,
whiskey do
and our
again?
ship's mortars were unstoppable. At Boundless Bay, our navy put those mortars through
so
a
the-
rigorous inspection.
The thingy that I just got does like retaliatory damage
Had to
on
use
foes.
squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea. Choosing targets with those mortars was one of the trickiest parts. Galleon skippers needed to be patient, needed to fire at just the right times. Sounds like the kid's mortar's in tip-top shape.
76. That's pretty good. $80 casualties or more. We can do that.
If you got a thing for heavy artillery, then I've got the place for you.
I think the whiskey was part of some cheese. Okay.
A variety
Boom.
of modifications could be used to enhance the power of a mortar. If
Boom.
the galleon mortar couldn't squish enough squirts, it was simply replaced.
$76. We can do much better.
You had to be crazy to want to swim.
Yeah,
down
sure, go
this
for
bay.
it. Yeah, the stab synth that I just picked up. Oh, that was a lot of casualties in one. That'll do. I mean, I think we've got enough now.
You could almost see the
Yeah.
fireworks over Boundless Bay.
Damage up at low HP, so you can use that for weapon trials if you can fall off before you start. Okay, yeah, I know the one you mean.
Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it. The skippers delivered us from the motherland.
If we come over here, the one you're talking about is, if we just change this one, it's the Were Whiskey. It just guarantees crits below 33%. Hey Ruby, how are you doing? Have a good lurk. But we got Stab Synth. Which I'm gonna equip because I just love the name too
Stab Synth
much.
is like drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere.
We are gonna swap the special skill out for Bomb Barrage.
Walk by a kid with a machete and a mortar, you just keep on walking.
You ain't wrong. Burstone Quarry.
Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit.
That's not concerning at all. What do you mean?
Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. But there was even more to it than that. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them.
Oh, that hurts when it lands on. Okay. Again, vibing hard with this because of the
turned out to be a
soundtrack.
problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags.
Ow, these rattletails can fuck off.
Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Level up, hell yeah. Nice. Long day, but you're good? Glad to hear it.
Might be the gods told him the quarry's bad news.
Okay. But now that... oh...
Even stink eyes started taking root in here.
Stuff up here and I want it. Okay. You know what? Army carbine, why couldn't I find that? Oh god, that aim is so much nicer.
On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen.
Okay, so that switch needs to be turned.
The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district.
Do we go this way? No, we don't, clearly. Where do we go? Oh, this way? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Swap that again.
The smaller ones, we call them shards. The shards got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone.
But the kid managed it.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says. It's him.
Oh
I've
shit.
come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
Dun dun dun. I'm going back, motherfucker.
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will.
Oh, the Bastion's under siege. There was a bit of that map we didn't explore.
Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though.
Cool.
Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems the Ura
No.
took the girl.
It does add so much flavor from Logan being incredible, yeah. Like, he's done a fantastic job narrating this. Mad that they took Zia, though.
Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop it, but we needed help. Our baby pecker, he don't make it.
Oh no!
Our little squirt, he don't make it. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura back.
Oh, we lost two of our
Problem is,
pets.
it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it?
Yeah,
If only
Caelandia
Zulf
wiped
knew the
themselves
whole
out.
story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home.
No, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted that one.
A hammer and an army carbine. When I was a fighting man, I used the very same. The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
Let's see if we can grab some stuff. I want to buy hens and then we'll upgrade. I just want to buy hens because it has a rose icon, by the way.
He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing.
Got that crit chance. There's a... yeah. We've just got 50, 50, 75
now the weight
damage.
of the world behind us every swing.
But I can see why crit chance is really good on this as well. We've upgraded a weapon all the way. Spend the required number of fragments. Nice.
The city
Gets us
its riches
2,500.
nothing but fragments now. It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument. Gotta make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight. To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
Okay. Inspiration. Several weapons to 3rd level. Nice.
The inspiration. A forge can fashion anything.
Let's go back to the forge.
He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets. That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick.
Oh, we've got to use the shard at the monument, yeah. Which is actually going to get us a new special skill that I should use.
The shard
Oh,
is
that
good
makes things so
disease,
much easier.
But there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. Now all we need is one last shard.
Ozendra Gate.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Uras stand as living proof of that.
Ooh.
At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
Oh. Okay.
We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
Oh, something fancy. Oh, we've created every structure in the Bastion now. I didn't realize that.
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Van.
Oh, there's just a dead body floating.
Van worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura
Country
tunnel
race
shut
required number of
in a
land
flash.
pieces. Nice.
Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. But Van didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. We're lucky to be alive.
Excuse. We don't have that last weapon yet, so I'm assuming we're going to get it on this level.
They sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Van must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had a little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia. The Hurrah fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Okay, so we raised a bunch of things.
She's all the pieces now, but still looking good. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that one. We're gonna go for Bastion brandy on, or Bastion bourbon.
If you're
on this
feeling
one.
low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon. Now he can shoot that fang repeater all day long. Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
Oh, it's literally gonna be a few under the final upgrade in this one, though we don't have the stuff for it anyway.
Thought of an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew. Arrows like that can practically find their own way.
Let's grab last upgrade material for the bow. We can't use it yet. Let's put this on. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll see you in a few minutes.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you've got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday
Hello, I'm back. Sorry,
your bird is
interrupted the
gonna
song.
fly.
I have a gift.
Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna
Okay, let's
build
go.
that wall until it's done.
We're just gonna listen to the rest of this song.
But now you got nowhere to run.
That one, I think, is what we'd go for.
Strong, 'cause we'll be
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zia detected. Hello.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
I think that's the last weapon.
It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. They never saw him coming. Gets
Calamity
his
Cannon,
hands on
yeah.
the care package I sent him.
Okay, so this doesn't have aim lock on it.
It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time. Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
Completed the masons. Nice.
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
I'm gonna keep the Calamity Cannon and the hammer, I think.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. those rodents are just a bump in the road. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Sometimes the hitbox on the hammer doesn't feel great. I'm also really bad at aiming this thing.
Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
Okay. Hey Steve. How's it going?
The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong.
There we go. It's going alright, I'm glad to hear it. Bastion's good.
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. That makes us different from our people now, don't it?
Oh, you can hurt yourself with that. Come on.
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
It's the same people as Hades and Transistor, yeah. This is their first game. Transistor's the second, Hades is the third.
Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
Those turrets really annoy me. It is pretty fun,
But
yeah.
when this is all
I think
over,
you'd enjoy it.
it'll all be water under the bridge. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Agreed to return.
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
Yeah, it's quite loud. I think we have turned it down. Yeah. Let's try that.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
We've got a calamity.
The power of the calamity ain't well understood, but a hammer sure is. Ain't that the finest breaker's bow you ever seen? First step to learning the calamity cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides. The Masons, we built the city strong. Now there's only 2 of us.
Cool. That's some extra money for upgrades. Can't spend it on that. Can't spend it on that. Cool. Might as well buy that. But we are going to swap our gear out.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
There's a proving ground there. But that's the last level, so we'll do the proving ground first.
The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about. Only trouble was something about the place drove the windbags crazy. Best stand well clear of that impact.
Oh, we've got to defend those things that have been blown up. Okay.
Hefty thing like that takes getting used to. Got to point her in the right direction. When the windbags caused enough trouble,
Yeah, okay. Got it.
The Mansers conducted their most secretive research.
So don't blow up more than half of them before the challenge starts. Cool. Also did the Mansers.
You could cause a lot of collateral damage with her if you ain't careful. The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you can cause with a single shot. designed to be fine-tuned, just need the proper parts.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this. Okay, let's return to the Bastion. And let's go for the last level.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Once you enter this area, there is no turning back. Are you ready?
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good luck, Steve.
But he'll be alright. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
It's really interesting how these enemies use your own weapons against you.
You know what's funny? Well, all of us are waiting for a kid.
Okay, there's nothing else over there.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
They have upgraded weapons now, which is... ugh, spicy.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this.
It's interesting as well that this part reveals that the narrator is talking to Zia all the time.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. What happens to Zolf will no longer matter. This disease the Arab planet here will go away. Zealandia will be whole again.
Got killed.
Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be alright. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
I think I know what choice the game is going to make.
That's the power of the Bastion.
I think it's going to make me choose
is a living record of the times before the calamity.
Between keeping the Bastion
the way
up,
things were before this story.
Between like keeping things as they are now or resetting things to how they were.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
This is a
Follow me.
bad weapon combo to pick for this. Feels like.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him. No mistakes.
Yeah, we've kind of just got a speeder on this bit. Wanted the health tonic though.
Anyone you've ever hurt. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say. Come on,
Oh my
keep your
God.
chin up. Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession.
Come on, game.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
He either built it or he is the Bastion. Oh, come on, I jumped. Oh.
Well, I designed the place.
Yeah, he
But
designed it.
that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
So you don't know if it's going to work, basically, before you make that
So
decision.
you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is,
Nothing.
I don't know.
Oh.
wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
Repeater feels like it would have been the best choice for me here. Not the repeater, the
Well,
musket
that's
one.
sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of new game plus.
The weight of the calamity.
Oh yeah, I forgot
It's
this
on our
bit.
shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Yeah, I can just
Bastion
fuck
does
shit up
have
now.
another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Is this where I'm meant to be going? No, it's not, is it? I'm lost. I'm lost on a fairly small level. I'm just bad at this game. Like, do we just do that? Oh, we kind of do, yeah. Never mind. Not lost anymore. Okay. Let's go onto the skateboard. The icy skateboard, let's go.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Ew.
Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride, either. thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
So we have a choice. This is our first choice like this in the game, and it comes right at the end. We can either move on without Zolf and take the battering ram with us, or take up Zolf. We're gonna take Zolf.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
Can't not take Zolf. I've played this game before. I took Zolf last time thinking about it.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
We've got no health bar right now. We just gotta heal when it tells us to.
I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
Back at the Bastion.
Hey, kid.
Oh, we passed out.
Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You
made it.
Oh, I forgot she talks.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
I'm guessing she's voiced by Ashley Barrett, because that's who does this song.
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before. Love tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
We're going to evacuate. It's the choice I made before, I'm fairly sure. I think I've just played this exactly the same way as I played it last time, which should surprise no one, but... We're going to evacuate. And we're going to evacuate because much as Rux is like, yeah, you could reverse the calamity and stuff, I don't want to, like, take away the good things that happened in Zia's life. Maybe that's just me. Because how she said every moment she lived after the Bastion, or every moment she'd want to relive was after the calamity. I don't want to take that away from her. It's selfish as fuck, but I'm doing it.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on.
One day,
With you
I'll do a
here.
playthrough of this where I don't save Zolf and I
We can't go
undo
back
the
no
calamity, but today is not that
But
day.
I suppose we could go wherever we please.
And this is credits, I
And
think.
if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set my sail, fly the wind it will take me back to my
That's it. That's Bastion.
lie on my back, climb to make a way for me. I'm coming home, sweet.
As always, Darren Korb knocks it out the fucking park with the music. Like, map beautification. Yeah, additional voices Ashley Barrett. I thought it would be... Well, who is that? Kristen Wilson then. And Ashley Barrett's just singing. Hey, Brad. I'm just gonna do that for one of the names on there. So, tomorrow we start Transistor. It's probably going to take us tomorrow's stream and Friday's stream. And then Monday we'll start Pyre. Assuming we finish Transistor in 2 streams like we have with Bastion. I already know. Like, I've teared up a bit at this, I already know Transistor's gonna make me cry again. I've played it on stream before, it made me cry then, it's gonna make me cry this time as well. I love that story so much, though. For now, we're just going to vibe with the music a little bit while the credits roll. Okay. I love Supergiant games so much. How are you doing, Brett? I hope you're well. You've come in right at the end of stream today. We're going to finish up here. Thank you for playing. I love that they have a thank you for playing screen. Why is that making me emotional? New Game Plus mode unlocked. Look for New Game Plus in the story menu. Begin the journey with all your weapons and experience. New shrine idols and distillery spirits added. All Bastion structures buildable in any order. Use the shrine for the toughest challenge. So if we go story, we can... Oh! A scoring system. Okay. Let's exit the game.